Hello FIFA fans and welcome to this bonus episode of Season 5 of the Academy story. Now, I'm releasing this for two reasons. One is because I thought, it'd be kind of cool to see where we are, what we can see in the MLS, Orlando City. I'll explain why we're Orlando City, but also I kind of thought it would be a good little training exercise for the stream. Hopefully you guys can see it if you subscribe to the channel. You'll be able to see that there's an event coming up on Saturday at 4 o'clock. London time for 4 hours. That is the stream. That's the stream what you need to look out for. That's the whole of season 5. And because we only got 4 hours, I kind of thought, well, releasing this episode will allow me to explain that there's going to be the stream on YouTube. So thank you very much. The name escapes me. Sorry, who put the comment to say, why don't you stream on YouTube? And I thought, I didn't think about that. And to be completely honest with you, I never thought about it because I just assumed in my ignorance that it probably wasn't very good compared to Twitch. And that still might be the case. But I've had a little play around with things and it looks pretty good. I think it looks okay. It's easy. It's simple. Touch wood. Hopefully it is. Anyway, so that's the plan. We're going to stream on Saturday. We're going to get through the whole of the last MLS season. But let's just jump into it and let's see. Well, let's actually know who we are. We know we're Orlando City. Now, the only reason I picked Orlando City in the MLS, and it is literally because, and this is a stupid reason, but about 2 weeks ago, it was 11 o'clock, and I was getting ready for bed, and the TV was on. I went to turn it off, and it was on, I think it was on like Sky Sports 2 or 3 or something like that, and it was showing an Orlando City game. Now, for the life of me, I was so ready for bed that I didn't really pay too much attention to who they were playing. Yeah, I can't remember now, but I sat there and watched it for half an hour. I just sat there, kind of in a bit of a daydream, just watching. And I kind of thought, I like their kit. And I just, to be honest, I don't know too much about the MLS, and I wanted to see the standard. And I thought, it's not too bad football. And so really, when I went to pick the team, I went through and I thought, I could pick LA Galaxy, which is, I think, like a good go-to team. As in, like, that's, I think it is the most popular. No, sorry, the most popular is New York City, which is a sister team of Man City, and then it's LA Galaxy. But Orlando City, I thought, you know what, we're just going to do it. I like the purple kit. Let's just commit to Orlando City. So that's why we are Orlando City. You'll see there, it says January 2031. Now, you can have 15 seasons, which still breaks me. Why only 15? I mean, I know it's the freaking restrictions of the game, but it's annoying still. I thought we would better take it to 2033. This is actually the final season. So when you get to the end of this season, I think it's because where it falls, obviously they start their season in January. And I think because it starts in January, that affects it. So, of course, it won't allow you to go into the next year. So, yeah, so this is the last season that we can actually do. It means two things. The first thing it means is that unfortunately, we're not going to be able to... The players aren't going to be as old as I thought they are. And two, well, that's it. There's not two. That's the one thing. The second thing is that it's the last season, so we don't even have the option to go further. So yeah, I mean, I'll just jump straight to age. The oldest player is Gonzalo, who's 30. There he is. Who's 31. So hopefully not too disappointing, because I think a lot of the age the players at, a lot of them are still in their prime. So it is early doors to go to the MLS. They're probably not as far through their career as maybe I'd hoped, which may reflect in how we play in this season, because they're probably still right up there. I mean, 31 is still pretty darn young. So but there's nothing else we can do because we are on the last season, so we're kind of stuck with what we got. So anyway, let's just crack on. We know how they looked in the last episode, so we're just going to go through how they look now. Now, I think that's probably the best way of doing it, because you can just have a look at the last episode to see where we are. We did all the stats, so we know how they looked. So yeah, we're just going to crack straight on with this. So Vandermeer, we can see here, he looks a little bit more his age, 27, still a young man. Not too much different though. Next up, let's do this by numbers actually. So second is going to be Damani Faye, who's a 91. The difference there, he's got kind of hairstyle. Basically, what I went for is I wanted to kind of just make them look older, and it's a bit more difficult than it seems. Like I don't know, it's just you're trying to find like a hairstyle that is that more of like an old person hairstyle? Yeah, I would say for sure. So that's kind of what I was doing. So we can see Sono here. He's got a little bit more stubble because he's a man getting older, and He's got a bit more of a like a moppy, you know, he's just cash, just cool. He's 92, hasn't changed. Aldous Sardi, he's got a little bit more facial hair, Aldous Sardi now. His hair's, I'd say, a bit more scruffy, you know, because he's not as much of a tart as he was maybe back in the day when he was a bit young. He's 28 now, he's married, you know, he's got a couple of kids, and he's thinking, I can be a little bit more slack. Edson Reese, the Brazilian, a little bit of a receding hairline, I think I can see there. But, you know, a bit of a subtle change. He's always had facial hair. By the way, I love the purple kit. I really love it. I think it looks awesome. We got Guy here he just looks smarter. Only 27 years old. He just looks smarter, I think. To the man Abbas, and I mean, again, he's just, you know, just winding down. He's a wind down mode. That's what we're going to go with. So I don't know what that means, but he's winding down. Guzman next, and long hair. He's gone for long hair. So over the last kind of 6 years or so, he's let it grow out. He looks a little bit more like Messi now, I'd say, than Abbas does. Yeah, I think so. Let me know what you think. Gonzalo. He looks old, to be fair, with that receding hairline. He's let it grow out. I don't know how old most of my fan base is, to be fair, but Scrubs, if you know what Scrubs is, when Turk grew his hair out, it looks exactly like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then Google or YouTube Scrubs, and then Turk, and then see him with short hair, and then, yeah. So, that's Gonzalo anyway. 92 hasn't changed. He's the oldest player in the team. Our boy Luna, kind of grown his hair a little bit more facial hair, but it's the same old Luna. Same old Luna. The Luna we love. Oscar Rose, the Englishman. Again, he's to be fair, he looks about 30, I think. There, a bit of stub, and he's a little bit of a whipped hairstyle. Smith boy, the American. He's cut his hair off. He's trimmed it right back. He had that kind of afro going. That's going all the way back. He looks smart, very smart. Again, he's another one. He looks like he's got a family and kids now. Jan Berglund. Oh yeah. He's definitely put on a few years from the last time we saw him. He had that kind of brushed back hair. He looked kind of, I don't know. He looks old now. Cool. Joseph Torres. Now, this is a big change. He's gone for an absolute slaphead. It suits him. It definitely suits him. Both the Torres brothers are very good looking guys, aren't they? Yeah, not gay. Anyway. His brother. Torres Nilo just going for just a slightly bit longer than his brother, but they look the same, very similar. Akpan has a little bit sharper. He's got rid of his facial hair, and he looks like he's stocked out a little bit. But he's a 90 frickin' 2, Felix Akpan. So it's going to be good this season because I mean, look at him. He's 23. He could probably end up being one of the standout players. Naji comes into the season injured. Because obviously I've had to sim, like games, not sim, but, you know, just smash through the seasons to get here. And Naji somewhere has picked up a medial collateral ligament injury. So he's out for another 4 weeks. But that shouldn't affect us because, to be honest, the games don't start for another 2 months. So it's happy days. In terms of his appearance, looks fairly similar. I think he's got a bit more hair than he did back at the end of kind of 6 years ago or so. Ostgaard, another one that's definitely, he looks 29. That's a lot smart. He looks like, you know, you put a suit on him. He's ready to go for he's serious business. But I mean, Oscar is serious business anyway, isn't he? Never messes up. Always keeps face. Henriquez, difficult one, because I think Henriquez, when he was fresh out of the academy at the age of 16, 17, looked like he was 30. So he just looks his age now. The Russian Mazepov. Yeah. Cool. Well, just say cool. He looks cool. Ubet, French. Again, that receding hairline, he's catching him out, innit? Happens to the best of us, though, but don't worry, mate. Sandoval, he's shorter hair. Looks kind of smart. This, like I say, they look a lot smarter than they did. You know, there's no more, the youth kind of running out. I mean, let's be honest, 28 is still young. But not as, you know, it's not 19, 20, 21, 22 when you're all hip and into the fashion. Oh, look at this boy here. young Arnie Jacobs. He ain't young. Look at him. He's stocked out. He's got that man beard now. That thick, glorious hair. Yeah, he means business. He means business. Maybe this is it. This is where Jacobs can just, I mean, with their MLS, so we probably will smash it anyway, but looking forward to controlling him. Fuentes, a 91, age of 30. Cecil changes. Hendricks. Again, he doesn't really look too dissimilar to as he... Again, another one really, I think, looks a lot older than he is back in the day. Rossi, again, not too much change. We don't really... Sorry, like, if there's any Rossi fans, he hasn't really been embedded in the team too much. For Steele, yeah, and again, he doesn't really change. I mean, it's difficult anyway because none of them really change. You can't, like, add wrinkles and stuff, but he just always looks a bit older as well. I guess Callis. Now this was a funny one because Callis was always quite fresh faced. You know, when we got him out of the academy, he looked very much, you know, like 17. And I thought it'd be difficult to make him look older, but add a bit of facial hair to him. Give him a receding hairline. Wow, works wonders. He definitely looks a lot older. Montenegro. He looks like some kind of 60s porn star. Didn't even realise that. He looks filthy. Corbs, the Corbs man. A bit of hair there. He doesn't really suit hair. He definitely suits short hair. The Aussie. Now this, I've got to say, freaking Cameron Edwards, straight out of the academy. He was one player, I think, when I got him, I was that close to being like, should I just keep looking for someone else? Because when I saw it, when he came out of the academy, I thought, crikey, he looks... The things I hate about the academy, when you do the scout reports, you get a player, and we can mess around with it, so we can actually make sure that we change things. But the amount of times in previous FIFAs where you would obviously just get this amazing player at the beginning of the season, they'd be like 15 and you can't promote them, you wait all season, you're like, oh yeah, it's going to be sick, and you can finally promote him. You promote him, and he's freaking 5'3", bald, looks like he's 46, and you're just like, this guy ain't a superstar. This guy is, no, not for me. And I've got nothing against people that are, you know, really short, and bald and look really old, but yeah, I guess it's just a little bit frustrating. We all, you know, when you think about Ronaldo, when you think about Messi, when you think about a lot of like world-class players, they've got that look to them as well. You know, they need to be a little bit that kind of look of arrogance maybe. And let's Charlie Adam. Let's just think about Charlie Adam for a second. Charlie Adam, I mean, he was never a bad player, but you'd never, even I think no matter how good he was, I think you'd still look at him and think, he just looks like the bloke you see down your pub. The pub, like, you know, he could be your dad's mate down the pub, you know. Charlie, how's it going, mate? You right? So, anyway, digressing a lot. Bello, this works one has done it. A little bit of facial hair. A little bit of facial hair on Bello. And look at the years just add to him. 28 years old now. So, that's it. Wow, we got through all the players. So, yeah, this is how all the players look now. So, this is what we've got to look forward to. I kind of thought it's worth doing this now because it does take a bit of time. And it means that when we go into the stream, we can just do what we want. And what's going to be cool, guys, is I'm literally just going to say to you, like, what would you like to do? Would you like to play this game, that game? Okay, no games at the moment. None of them has been loaded up. But when it is, we can decide what we're going to do. And yeah, we'll just kind of play it by ear. We'll just make it interactive, have a bit of a chat, you know, talk about the series. We'll talk about, like I said, my favourite player throughout the whole of the series. The best player, who I think is my favourite player. And, you know, we'll just keep it easy. Have a chat. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this bonus episode. I'll see you very soon. Please do join me for the stream on Saturday. It'd be fantastic. Let me know what you think about this as well. Hopefully the stream's set up. There'll be a few other bits and pieces on the screen as well. But hopefully it's, cool setup. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, guys. See you Saturday.